Hello people of YouTube and beyond, Nerdy Transformed here again, and welcome to day three fingers, of Bruticus week. Today we have the fall of Cybertron, Vortex. You know, the helicopter that looks like a bumblebee. If this is uploaded early, it's because I will be busy tomorrow, so I may have to upload day 2 and day 3 on day 2, but hey, I'd rather have it early than late, so here's Vortex. He has a very Cybertron look. He almost looks kind of bug-ish xenomorph, kind of like, you know, because with big old lenses here, kind of that sleek, very curved look. He really does kind of look like some kind of like robotic bug. I kind of like that look. It kind of looks like he'll shoot some things up. So he looks really cool. Lots of nice red, purple. He's got some black and yellow details. All the yellow's mostly for robot mode. You just barely see the little bits of here. Nice big Decepticon symbol. You can see once again I've used the pen to kind of highlight all the little details, and you can see there is a lot of detail, especially on the front and on these, actually on the propeller too. That looks very nice. Yeah, there is a bit of a gap here. Or oh no, there's not. I just didn't have the thing fully together, I guess. All right, well, sorry about that, but now you can see. Okay, yeah, there's still kind of like some gaps here, but it looks fine. These are kind of his landing gear here, so basically when you see on the ground, you see on these 2 points here, and on these red things. Kind of these little pylons here that he just sits on. He looks good. There's his tail fin, of course, with the combiner port just kind of right there. Which means you could just have like a big helicopter just for an arm, just, gun of death. And this gun I actually like right here, because, well, let's go get comparisons that way. Here's like the G1 RID, whatever you want to call it. I'm missing the gun, but the G1 RID one does usually come with a gun that you slot in right there. Mine's just missing. And of course has the guns on the sides, which these Vortex, the Fall of Cybertron Vortex's weapons can be attached. Like this. You can just take one and just put it on each side. And as you can see, it's very similar to the G1/RID version. Since we're doing comparisons, let's compare him to his other flyer on the team, Blast Off. Now, Vortex probably has my favorite vehicle mode of all of them, and here he is next to the Sound Blaster. He definitely has my favorite vehicle mode just because of how nice it is. Blast Off being my second favorite. And just looks so cool. It looks like a really badass evil helicopter. Plus the colors, like even for Skittles colors, this looks pretty damn cool. Something about red and purple just works. With the yellow. With the weapons attached, he does have a lot more yellow. And as you can see, these can be used as your guns, or you can flip them around and use them as swords. Yep. Leon from Final Fantasy VIII, eat your heart out. You can double it. Yeah, these are pretty cool. I don't like having them attached to helicopter mode just because of how far they stick out, and they really kind of, I guess you could say they're wings, but I don't know, I just don't like them attached. I like just having this. They are good for robot mode, though. So yeah, there's all the details. He looks really cool. Really cool, just a little sleek vehicle. I know I keep going on about it, but it's just why I love the vehicle so much. It's just that really cool, just smooth, he looks fast. I think it's just like how Blast Off is. Because how round and smooth he is, he looks like he could go really fast. And I know helicopters are not known for speed, but this thing looks like it can cause some destruction. So let's get on to the transformation, which is simple, but also a lot of fun. You're going to, of course, collapse the two blades together, like this. Then you're going to take this piece and kind of just rotate it. This little panel here that the propeller is attached to. Next, you're going to take the cockpit and just kind of pull it off. You can see it's clipped on right there. You kind of just pull it upward. And it just kind of flips out on these hinges that will become the knees. And as it flips out, because of the space, it does kind of start popping apart. Take the gun, flip it in, straighten it out. Take these pieces and flip them back to form heel spurs. There's the lower torso done. Now for the rest, it's a little bit more complicated, but still pretty easy. You're going to have to, you always grab this arm first, because when you do, it slides it off this one's peg, and then you can transform however you want. This one's a bit interesting. Basically, you're going to these flip all the way out to here, where they kind of peg in as the shoulders. So you're going to kind of pull this piece back, and you see it kind of like frictions and clips in like that. And because of the same color, it does kind of look solid. It doesn't look like there's a transformation piece. And flip this down, flip this part down, to make the arm, and then just turn it around. Basically, you're just flipping a lot of pieces around until it kind of starts resembling an arm. I know it's kind of fast, but it's really hard to kind of show that. You're going to have to see it for yourself in person. Grab the waist, flip it around. You kind of want the skirt part at the front because that's the front of his crotch. Grab the tail piece, and it goes back on this hinge. See if we can get that on camera. Comes back on this hinge, and it just kind of sits nice there. Grab the black piece here, push it down to reveal his head, and you just push the head down, which is looking straight up when it's transformed. Another thing you can do to kind of help collapse this a bit more is you can pull the tail piece back, and the combiner port can push back a click, and it causes this backpack part to push in a bit further. It also kind of makes this look a little bit more transformed, like it actually transformed until you only moved it one click. And there's Vortex. All nice and pretty neat little robot mode. We'll get to him in a moment. Alright, and I'm back. Here we have Vortex. Here he is next to Blastoff. Not quite as wide, but a lot more bulk to the limbs he does have. So he spreads out his bulk a bit better than Blastoff or Brawl. Here he is next to G1/RID version. See, quite a bit taller, because of course these were like the little basic ones. And here he is next to Sound Blaster, who's quite a bit taller. Alright, let's concentrate on Vortex. As you can see, a little bit more yellow. He has a yellow visor with the mouth plate that's got some red paint on it. I love this right here. It just kind of has that evil, this yellow streak with the red kind of just gives it this evil mask. I kind of like to see a dragon like just glaring at me right there. Just something about it looks really cool. I love how this looks. This could have been like repainted as like a dragon transformer or something. Just, I don't know, pick one that has dinosaur for a chest or something. It could have been Megatron. I don't know. Let's get crazy with it. See, the arms look good. I do wish they put a hinge right here because we just have this flap that just comes off. No, it's not loose really, it just sits there. I do wish they had put a hinge where you could just have it fold under his arm. Maybe it should have been Voyager to allow that, but oh well. He has this skirt armor that looks really cool. And of course he has his feet, which, well yeah, they're just the front of the helicopter flipped out, but interesting thing is, that is really G1 accurate, which was just kind of the back part of the front, and then he even has the connector port. Like, this is not the connector port, of course, the connector port's back here, but you can see he actually has that same kind of detail on the front. So that's really cool, actually. A lot of people complain about the helicopter, the blades being on his arm. I don't mind it too much. It kind of works. You can kind of use it as a weapon, you know, stab, slice, dice. Or he could have his arm out in a broken angle and have like a shuriken kind of thing going on, or just blade shield, or just spinning death of destruction, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, there's Vortex. The transformation was pretty simple, but also pretty fun. Nothing overcomplicated, but still really cool. Got the evil-eyed chest. Got the face. Something about the face is, it always looks like one eye is smaller than the other. Maybe his is painted improperly. Maybe I just have weird lighting. But his right eye always looks smaller than his left eye. If you look at kind of head on to the camera, you can see, yeah, the visor's even. Just certain angles makes it look like one's bigger than the other, which is weird. One of the good things is, much like the vehicle mode, he doesn't look very broken up. He looks like one big cohesive robot. You know, it doesn't look like he took parts from different robots. He looks like a single robot, just with different colors on him, which I really like. And again, the color scheme, yeah, the skills color scheme is kind of weird, but something about the flyers, the two flyers, Blastoff and Vortex, got really lucky with the color schemes. Maybe it's just because they got darker colors, and the red isn't overly bright red. It's not dark red, but it's not bright red either. It's kind of blood red, which works for Decepticon. Actually kind of reminds me of the red on the RED version. So that's really cool. Sorry about that, camera was about to die. Anyway, so overall, comparing vehicle and robot, he's probably the best one overall. I mean, yeah, the arms do have that Revenge of the Fallen thing kind of going on where you just have the kibble there, but overall, he's probably the best figure out of the 5. Best figure and probably best vehicle mode. We'll blast off a close second. So yeah, I really like him. Now let's get into his limb modes, which also are actually both very decent. He's probably the only one to have both, well no, Swindles is pretty good too, but he's pretty good, you know. As far as the one that has, his arm mode is better than his leg mode. His leg mode's a bit weaker than his arm mode, but still good. So, flip it down. For both of them, you're going to have to grab this part here. This wasn't used for the vehicle. This is only for his limb transformations. You're actually going to pull this out, and you can see that little part was the black part in here. And the dogs won't be quiet. Don't worry, they're fine. They're just wanting to complain. So, we're going to set basically the pieces back like how they were in vehicle mode. Basically, this part right here is going to stay like how it was in vehicle mode. You can see these right here slot into these tabs coming off the arms. And now hold it there. So for the arm, I'm going to flip that part out, pull it out like a shoulder blade, flip this part. You want basically Vortex's butt pointing at you. Flip these parts back out. Kind of start folding up like you're doing a robot, or his vehicle, but flip this part out. This side's the gun, this side has the robot, the Bruticus hand. Collapse it in, peg them together. There he is, an arm for Bruticus. And this is probably the best arm out of all of them. Second best would probably go to Swindle, then Blast Off, and of course, Brawl has the worst arm. Never use Hit Brawl as an arm. You can see this arm's pretty good. Looks pretty chunky. Yeah, when you don't have the elbow bent, it's really skinny right there, but honestly, considering all the ones now are using the legs right here, I like to see something different. Plus, they're going to be skinny no matter what you do, so, hey. It kind of just looks like he's doing a helicopter for an arm, but that's also pretty good. I'd rather them use the vehicle parts than the robot parts. And of course, you want to flip it around, you just simply twist it around, and then the thumb, this is what's cool, the thumb flips over. So it's kind of like, because with Blast Off and Brawl, they have a second thumb that flips out, but this one, it's the same thumb, you're just simply flipping it over the hand. And then there's Swindle, who just has two completely different hands, which you'll see tomorrow. Now so yeah, this is actually the best arm mode out of all of them. I really like how it looks. Now for the leg mode, point that up, put it right here, flip the arm back in. You can just leave it flipped up like this, but I like to go ahead and flip the gun out just to give it a bit more room in there. Then just kind of set it right here to where it's kind of the top of this part behind those tabs, and that's a foot. Basically, the actual bottom of the foot are these two pieces on the side, these purple bits right here, and this bit back here makes a heel. And it makes a pretty stable foot. Looks pretty good. Not the best looking foot, actually, but again, it kind of has that whole look of he kind of just grabbed the vehicle and started using it as a foot. Oh, I almost forgot. For the weapons in robot mode, they're really versatile in the fact that he can either have them pointed forward as guns or just more stabby weapons, or he can hold them like this for swords. Sorry, I can't believe I forgot that. Sorry, the camera went out and I kind of forgot where I was. But yeah, the weapons are the most versatile out of all of them. I really like the weapons. They're probably my favorite. Lots of nice detail on them, as you can see. Kind of that Energon Sparks, circuit look. Really like that. And I really like this figure overall. He's probably the best one as far as an individual figure goes. Like, if you only want to buy one of them, go for Vortex. Vortex is the best one individually. All four of his modes are good or at least decent. Vehicle and Robot, really good. Arm mode, pretty good. Leg mode, decent, acceptable. Nothing about this figure is bad. Oh, okay, there's one or two bad points, but this is a really good figure for the Fall of Cybertron line. Because there were a couple bad ones in that. Anyway, I'm Nerdy Transformed. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'll see you tomorrow for Swindle. Have a good day. Hey, sorry about this, guys. I just want to I forgot a couple things while I was going over the robot mode. For one thing, of course, the weapons, I mentioned them at the end, but I want to actually go over them right. You can see, kind of got a little gun barrel there, with the big blade right here, so they're gun swords. Again, Leon from Final Fantasy VIII, eat your heart out. So, of course, it can either be held like a sword, and you can just hold it and, just chop away. Or it can be held like a gun. And now he has a weapon to shoot with. Or, of course, stabby, which I do like how this looks with his helicopter blades, kind of gives him like a 3-blade stabbing weapon. Stabby, 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 stabby. So those are really cool, and they're really versatile for what he can do. And of course, I forgot to go over the articulation, so ball jointed head. Does get caught in his little pillars here, but it works for the most part. Ball jointed. Ball joint the shoulder. Swivel. Hinge that goes really far back from transformation, and then 90 degrees. He does have a waist. You do have to move the skirt armor away, but you can get a full ball joint movement. Goes out that far, forward that far, and back that far. And he has a knee with a swivel. Pretty good knee, and he has this extra part here if you need a little bit more of a double knee that you can use too. Maybe you can call that ankle tilt, I'm not sure. So yeah, he does hold poses pretty well. And he has some nice wide feet. Yeah, they're hollow, but they're nice and wide, and they can hold a lot of poses pretty easily. There, see? Oh, never mind. There, see? Oh, that's it. I'll just add this to near the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.